Hello, my name is Eric. This is my 2021 Honda ADV 150. The purpose of this video is to show you a few helpful tips and tricks for starting the bike if you can't get to start. So picture this. Let's say you're out on a ride, you pull over to enjoy the view, turn the bike off, go to restart it, and you can't get it to start. First of all, take a deep breath, relax. It's probably something simple. So let's just start with the basics first. Let's start with the simplest things first. Your bike's equipped with a smart key. The smart key has a lock button. If the lock button accidentally gets pressed, the ignition isn't going to do anything. The key's off, it's not talking to the bike. To turn it on, simply hold the lock button for a few seconds until that light turns green. After that, it'll allow you to start the ignition. If that was your problem, you're good to go. If that wasn't your problem, let's say the ignition works fine. The next thing I would check is the battery voltage. This bike is equipped with a built-in voltmeter. It's right here in the lower left. You may have to scroll through your menu a little bit to get to that. There it is. Right now it's reading 11.7 volts. That's a low battery. But on this bike, because it's got a compression relief valve on the camshaft, it'll start at 11.8. Now, normally a healthy battery is between 12 and 12.5 volts. This battery I will be replacing soon, but for now it's enough to start the bike. If your battery is good and the bike still won't turn over, remember, if you have a kill switch here, this bike doesn't have it, but if you have one here, the kill switch has to be on. You have to hold the brake lever and your kickstand has to be up to start the bike. Make sure there isn't an issue with your kill switch. If you have it, make sure it's clicking, that's engaging. I mean, there's a chance you may have some corrosion on the contact points. Make sure that your brake switch is clicking. When it clicks, you can hear the actual brake switch engaging on the brake lever. It turns the brake light on. I mean, you can see the light going on and on and on. If your switch is working, it should start the bike. Make sure your kickstand's up. Look over the kill switch on that kickstand. Just make sure everything's good to go there. That's not broken. Something funny going on. Okay, if all that's good, the bike should start. If it doesn't, push down on the ignition to wake it up and try and start it. Now let's pretend you went through all that, it's still not starting. The bike's turning over, you can hear the starter going, but nothing's happening. It's just turning over, the engine isn't running. Well, you can take it a few steps further, roadside, with the basic toolkit that Honda gives you to hopefully troubleshoot the issue. Now, a few things that could be going on. You could have an issue with the fuel pump. When you turn the ignition to the run position, you'll hear it. Did you hear it cycle? Let's try it again. If you don't hear the fuel pump, you're probably going to have to call your buddy or your wife to come out with a motorcycle trailer or pickup truck or whatever and bring it to your trusted mechanic, or if it's under warranty, bring it to the dealership. But if you hear that pump cycle, there's a few things that it could be that you can fix right there on the side of the road. Go ahead and come over here, Grace, so we can get a view of this side. Here's the basic tools that Honda gives you with the bike. Right here. Minus the pressure gauge is just something you should always have. Good to have. Check your pressure before every ride. Anyway, with these basic tools right here, you can remove this inspection cover.